introduction.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Doobie. I'm a solutions engineer focusing on cybersecurity. Today, I want to talk to you about how to detect anomalous traffic with Metreon. If we look at our Metreon system, we have a number of different telemetry sources that are coming in. We have perhaps some NetFlow data or some DNS logs or we have PCAP data. And if you have anything from Bro and anything that has to do with HTTP requests, such as Blue Coat or proxy data, that's helpful as well. This data is going to be flowing in, and we can start to take some measurements with our profiles to start to understand the behavior of the entity over time. So some of the things that you might want to measure are the number of requests that you're seeing from a particular host, or if you wanted to look at the size of the requests. So if you're seeing size requests that are larger or smaller or more frequent than the ordinary behavior of the entity. So what we want to do is we want to build up a profile over time, and we want to compare a particular entity, such as a host, to all of the other entities in its statistical distribution. So we're going to collect a profile for that particular host, and we're also going to collect a global profile that keeps track of all the hosts. Once we start to look at these profiles and collect them, we can use them in different ways. So one way we can use them is we can start to use them as features when we're training machine learning models, or we can start to use them during the alerting and triaging process. When we're retrieving the profiles, we can retrieve them in many different ways. The Metreon profiler is very flexible. We can retrieve it just as a simple time window, going back a particular number of hours or days or weeks. We can also retrieve them in very flexible structures, such as I want to look at all of the events for this entity for the past 10 weeks, excluding holidays and weekends. So the Metreon profiler is very, very flexible in how it can retrieve the profiles. The Metreon profiler is also extremely cost-effective and stores a lot of information in very small amount of data. And it's also very highly optimized for streaming ingest as well. So once we have the profiles and we're retrieving them, we can then start to look at the relationships of the traffic. So do I have a lot of requests from this host, more than usual, or do I have a lot of bigger requests? And we can also look at DNS queries. So are we querying, what kind of domains are we querying? How often are we querying them? Do we have a lot of DNS failures? We can also take this one step further by adding some more enrichments. Once we start to add enrichments of geocoding on the IPs that are coming in, we can look and see, are we getting traffic from unusual destinations? Or are we looking at, for example, our host encoding and enrichments? We can look at our host to see if this host, how it compares to all the other hosts of a particular type. So instead of looking at a particular host and how it compares to all the generic hosts, you were looking at only the hosts in its peer group. So we're looking at hosts that are database servers or hosts that are Windows machines, that are laptops. So I hope that you enjoyed our video today on how to detect anomalous traffic with Metreon, and I hope that you'll take some time to click on the links below to learn more about the profiler. Thank you very much for your time.